working as an assistant professor. Dr. Chandrahas graduated with a Bachelor of Technology in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from 𝗚𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗏 𝗚𝗏𝗏 in the year 2013. He then worked as a software engineer at IBM India Private Limited in Bangalore itself. He completed his BA from our Swami's Institute in 𝗃𝗲𝗿𝗆. And then under the guidance of Dr. 𝗃𝗲𝗅 on the topic conspicuousization, development and validation of holistic leadership through the study of 3 values-centered socio-political leaders, his extracurricular interests include event management, book editing and publishing, dramatics, public speaking and debates. He is also an avid badminton, tennis and basketball player. He is currently working as an assistant professor with the Department of Management and Commerce, BRINDAVAN campus. Above all these things, he was a SEVA from our samithi itself. That is the most important. And I have a very good memory when he was there with us in a medical camp long back. He was the person who was serving food to the patients, and we had taken only 6 kg of 𝗃𝗲𝗅𝗏. The camp was near 𝗃𝗲𝗅𝗏. We bought 100 plates, we started to serve the patients, but those 100 plates got over, but still we were serving. He was the person who was serving. Then he went and bought another 100 plates. We served. Swami blocked our mind, even his mind, even my mind. Again he bought another 100 plates. We served the people. We came back, and evening I called him and asked, Chandrahas, how many plates did you buy? Then he said, Uncle, I bought 200, you had bought 100. With 26 kg of pongal, we have served 300. That was the miracle we have taken from the medical camp, and today he is amongst us. He will be sharing his thoughts now. Please, Chandrahas.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our most beloved God and Guru, Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, respected Manjunath Uncle, my dear sisters and brothers, loving Sai Ram to one all present here. I wish you all a very happy and holy Guru Poornima. I think Uncle has already covered the essence of what I wanted to speak, that is, who is a Guru and who is a Sadguru. Do you know the meaning of this term, Guru? What Swami defines as Guru? Anybody? One who removes ignorance. True. Swami says, Guru stands for darkness, and Guru stands for someone who removes darkness, and Guru is someone who removes darkness from our lives. And my talk today is only going to be about how Swami removed darkness in my life. The time that I spent here as a SEVA in Marathahalli Samithi, that is 2014 to 15, till now, I would say that is the happiest and most joyful time in my life. I've been a Swami student, did PhD, now I'm serving Swami as a faculty member. But still, when I look back on that 1 year that I spent here as a SEVA, I have very, very fond memories. And I would like to just give you a brief background about how I ended up coming here as a SEVA. Actually, like Uncle mentioned, I came here to Bangalore in the year 2013. However, it was not until 2014 June that I found this Marathahalli Samithi. The previous 1 year, was the time that I spent in darkness. Because even though I was, brought up in Swami's family, we were all devotees right from childhood, I had lost that inner connection with Swami and that devotion with Swami. And what happens in our lives when we lose that contact with our Guru is our life becomes filled with darkness. And before I came here, I was just listening to somebody talk, some Guruji's talk. And Guruji was telling that, if God wants you to come closer to Him, He will ensure that you will not find happiness in anything else in this world other than Himself. That means that you are ready. If you find joy in other things in life, that means maybe Swami is telling, okay, still some time is there, let Him come a little bit later. But in my case, I could not find joy in anything else. And that's when I was praying to Swami within, saying, Swami, somehow guide me. What is happening in my life? That's when my mother called me one day and she said, there's a SEVA opportunity coming up in 𝗱 can you come? That time I was working in a software company and I had just taken leave the previous week. So I was a bit hesitant to ask my manager for leave. But because my mom was insisting that I go to 𝗱 for SEVA, I decided that I will go and serve. I prayed to Swami, asking Him for guidance. And it was the first time there was some light within my heart. Because I could clearly feel Swami tell me from within, you go to Parthi for SEVA, I will take care of everything. So I had not got leave from my manager. And I know how taxing the SEVA in 𝗱 is. That is, you have to spend 12 hours minimum doing SEVA, so you will not get to do your job. But I decided that anyway, my life is dark. Anyway, there is no happiness. So let me at least try to follow this, some small bit of light that I found within, and let me follow this and see what happens. So I took a bus from Bangalore. I reached 𝗱. We took a room, and the moment I kept my luggage, this was Saturday evening, there was no reason for my manager to call me. The moment I kept my luggage, my manager calls me and asks, I remember you had asked me for leave 4 or 5 days back. And I know I refused, but now I want to relook at your leave. How many days leave do you want? I said I want 8 days leave, not just 1 or 2 days. He said, okay, take 8 days leave, you go and serve. And that's when I realized that there is some power to this life within. There is something beyond which is actually guiding me. I said, okay, let me start my SEVA, and I still remember very vividly. I was made a SEVA in N8 block, that is right behind North Indian canteen in 𝗱. Because of being there. And I was made to do a night shift. That is, my duty starts from evening 6 o'clock till morning 8 o'clock. That's my duty, and I had to register some people who come to that North Indian block. And primarily those people who came there used to be foreigners who were allocated to that particular block. It so happened that during that 8-day window, my birthday was on one of those days. And I was praying to Swami, saying, Swami, I had taken this huge risk of giving, my job might not have been there if I had, my manager did not call me and give me leave. So I had taken this risk and I am serving you. So please bless me. Please give me an indication that you are the one who is guiding my life. Please give me something that I can hold on to for the rest of my life. This was my prayer. And it was the eve of my birthday, which is the month of May. Evening, I had made this prayer to Swami, and every day till then I was diligently doing my SEVA. Even though it was night and I know nobody is going to come to the ashram after 10, I never used to go to sleep. But that night, somehow I was feeling extremely sleepy. and I could not control myself. And I was like, where is this sleep coming from, this urge to sleep? I was at the registration desk. There were two more SEVAdals who were there next to me. And it was around 1 o'clock at night. Within a 5-minute window, all three of us fell asleep on the table. And as we fell asleep, suddenly I woke up with a loud bang. And this hall, the registration desk, the hall would have been slightly bigger than this hall dimension, and there is a Swami's photograph in the center of the hall, behind which there are rooms. When I woke up, what I found was that the whole room was filled with akshatas, that is the turmeric rice and sugar candies, and they were over my head, they were over the entire room, evenly spread. And the whole room was filled with the smell of pure ghee. That means the turmeric rice had just been mixed. And when I looked at Swami's photograph that was there, I could see a light entering back into Swami's photo. And we were all woken up and we were all shocked to witness this. And that was when my life changed. Because I had this tangible experience that the light which was guiding me from within is in fact Swami, and he had the power to do anything. So what we did was we collected all this turmeric rice and sugar candies, and when we collected, it was what manifested filled the entire rice sack. So just like Uncle mentioned, we distributed prasadam. We distributed it to all the SEVAdals who had come that morning, saying this is Swami's prasadam. That is the background with which I joined Marathahalli Samithi, because I was guided from within, saying, seek a samithi, seek a community nearby. And I remember that 2014 June, it was a Sunday, I just walked in, not knowing anybody, thinking that I need some guidance because I don't know what is this Samithi community. I've never been a part of Samithi before. I came here, and from that week onwards, till I became a Swami student and I could not venture outside, I don't think I missed any opportunity for Seva, because it was totally a supercharged experience of Swami that 1 year. And that has been my journey from darkness to light. With this as a background, I would like to take you all through a small bit of meditation. Meditation means don't get scared, it's not some very advanced practice. The way I have understood meditation over the years is, meditation is just a higher state of relaxation. Right? We relax. We have this experience of becoming relaxed, right? When we are at home after a session of bhajans, when we are with family, with kids playing, we feel relaxed. Higher stage of that, when the mind becomes much more calmer, is meditation. So let me take you through a small relaxation exercise and then take you through this meditation process. Close your eyes. Please have your back erect. Focus on your breath. Deep inhalation followed by deep exhalation. As you inhale, visualize, think, feel or imagine that you are inhaling relaxing energy in the form of light, and as you exhale out any stress, tension or dis-ease that you might be feeling. inhale this relaxing energy. And as you exhale, exhale any feeling of stress, tension that you might be feeling. Let's do it a few more times. Deep inhalation. Followed by deep exhalation. Now let's inhale Swami's love, which is filled all around us. This entire samithi is currently suffused with Swami's love. So as we inhale, let's inhale this Swami's love in the form of golden light. And as we exhale, let's exhale any sense of negative emotions that we might be feeling. Inhale Swami's love. Exhale any negative emotions that you might be feeling. Gently open your eyes. I want to know, at least from one or two of you, how was the experience of relaxing and then inhaling Swami's love? How did it feel?
Very relaxing, calming.
Very calming, relaxing. Anybody else? How was the experience of being in Swami's love? Very peaceful. Right? So, over the years, what I have realized is that this light of Sadguru within us, it grows brighter when we are feeling Swami's love within us. Because Swami says, love is God, God is love. So when the light of Sadguru is growing within, we must also feel Swami's love. We must also feel Swami's presence. And it was this Swami's love that I felt while serving here that guided me to join Swami's University. I would like to share how I joined Swami's University because it's a very unique story. I had applied for the MBA program and I was guided to a dream that I had to apply to Swami's University. At that time, I was also going during the weekend, Saturday, Sunday mornings for MBA coaching because I also thought if I prepare for this coaching, even if I don't get a seat in Swami's University, I can get some good MBA college and I can join there. But I had a very clear, strong indication from within that I should, if Swami has guided me from within that I will join Swami's University. Why do I have all these backup plans? Either you surrender or you don't. So I had just paid, I remember during those days I had paid 38,000 for this entrance coaching. Just 2 weeks I attended. The moment I got this indication I stopped going. And that decision was the best decision in my life because it enabled me to constantly be in SEVA here, be it hospital SEVA or samithi, bhajans or the monthly SEVA that used to happen in villages. Because I was involved in the SEVA, I never had time to prepare for the entrance exam at Swami's University. And I had asked my grandfather that, I'm applying for Swami's University, but I have no time at all because most of my time is being taken by either my work or my SEVA activities. I don't have any time to prepare. What can I do? My grandfather told me that, even after you join Swami's University, why will you join? It is for doing SEVA. So as well you do SEVA now, rather than thinking about anything else. So I ended up doing SEVA. And I attempted the entrance exam in Puttaparthi. I remember I was very dejected because I know my performance was poor. I know it for a fact. I know that I did not answer most of the questions. And I was sitting in Prashant Nilayam in SAI KUTEER hall, just praying to Swami, saying, Swami, I have totally surrendered to you. It's you who guided me to apply and not apply anywhere else. So if I don't get, it's okay, I will join the next year, probably I might get. So I was getting ready mentally to apply next year. And the bhajans at Prashant Nilayam had just gotten over and it was Sai Gayatri that was being played. And I just get an indication from within that don't worry, you will get selected. Not only that, you will be only asked 2 questions during your interview. The first question that you will be asked is, why do you want to pursue an MBA? The second question that you will be asked is, why do you want to pursue an MBA program at Swami's University? Then I was happy that I shared this with my brother who was next to me. As I got this message, my brother had in fact checked the results, and in Kulwant he told me that, congratulations, you have cleared the entrance exam. I cleared the entrance. I went into the interview. Totally, I forgot. This interview was a couple of days later. I totally forgot this experience that happened in Kulwant Hall. Then, the first question that sir asked was, why do you want to pursue an MBA? And the second question that was asked was, why do you want to pursue an MBA program at Prashant Nilayam? These were the only 2 questions that were asked, and that's how I ended up joining Swami's University as Swami student. Now I would like to go even further. After I joined my MBA program, my goal was to deepen this light within, deepen my connection with Swami, because I was sure that this is the only way in which I can live my life. I started depending on my inner voice for everything. And there was no other way that I knew that I could lead my life. I stopped taking decisions on my own. For every single decision, I was totally dependent on this light, Sadguru light within. But I always had this doubt. Is this light which is guiding me from within, after all these experiences, is it the same Swami who was this 5 feet 2 inch form, who used to walk around in Prashant Nilayam, who built this beautiful 𝗀𝗍, who is his inspiration for all this samithi? Is this light within the same light which is the manifestation of which is the 5 feet 2 inch form? I always had this doubt, and I was constantly praying to Swami. I want one experience in front of your Mahasamadhi. Then I will believe that this light within is the same. And I want it in presence of everyone, so that I know that it is not my imagination. And that's how I prayed Swami. My MBA program got over. I had enrolled for my PhD. And it was a summer course in the year 2018. I was asked to be the master of ceremony for one of the days in SAI KUTEER. So I was supposed to speak for 5 minutes, introduce the main speaker for the day. And I had written down my speech in a piece of paper. And I had also written down the introduction for the speaker. And so there were 2 papers. I had prepared well. That evening I called my mother and asked my mother, I have been guided by Swami from within all this while. And the last two times I had to interact with people in a public platform, I used to write things down on a small piece of paper, just the points that I would like to cover. Just before the talk, this paper would somehow go missing. And I would start searching for this paper. I would not find it, then I would be a little bit tense, but then I would be forced to take the stage because I had already accepted it, and whatever came through me, I would just speak, forgetting what I had written it down. So this was been my experience. Twice it happened, so I knew that, okay, Swami was indicating me something. So what I decided was, I asked my mother, saying, see, I had to introduce the speaker and I have to give this 5-minute talk, and there are thousands of people in SAI KUTEER. I represent the university. If I make a mistake, it will not look good. So what should I do? My mother said, see, anyway, you have to write an introduction, you have to read it out, you can't make any mistake. Anyway, you will take that one paper. Why don't you take the speech paper also along with that? If necessary, if you forget something, then you have this piece of paper to look at. I said, okay, this seems to be a very good opinion, and I was discussing this with one of my friends while we were having tea in the evening at hostel at 4 o'clock. My talk was at 5 o'clock, so we were discussing this, what will happen if Swami takes away the paper once more. This was the discussion. And anyway, I said, okay, the time came, I came to Mandir SAI KUTEER Hall, and like I started my introduction here, I just prayed to Swami, introduced and offered my pranams at Swami's lotus feet. And I remember the podium was here. The hall was totally still. There was not a gush of wind. But I remember there was some being which just stood next to the podium. And I remember this blowing sound. And as I heard this sound, the two papers which were on the podium just flew and fell near Swami's chair next to Swami's Samadhi. And I just had to wait. I had no choice. I had to wait because Vedanaran sir was sitting right in the front. He had the presence of mind. He just got up, took the papers and kept it back in the podium. And I made it up that after this, I will not look at paper, and given that talk, from that day till today, whenever I am asked to speak about Swami, I know that what Swami wants from me is that I should not use the paper. And that was my experience of that oneness, that the light within is the same light which took its manifestation as Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. And that is the Sadguru presence, which is my most precious gift that I want to share with all of you. Has anyone read the book Alchemist by Paulo Coelho? It's a very popular book. So the essence of the book, there's this guy who goes around the entire world in search for wealth. And after his entire world tour, so to speak, he finds that he takes a few feet beneath where he used to always sit, and he finds emeralds and gold and all the precious jewels. It's a very powerful story because we very often, like Uncle said, we go to various people for guidance. In the process of seeking at different places, we forget that the Sadguru is right within all of us. And that Sadguru presence is what guides us, ready to guide us at any given point of time. We just need to become silent and become one with Swami's love. This has been my experience, and this is what I want to share with all of you on this holy occasion of Guru Poornima. Swami has said that Shirdi avatar, Satya Sai avatar and the upcoming Prem Sai avatar, they are all the same. different flavors of the same divinity and they form the same avatar. Swami said, Shirdi avatar is for preparing mankind for divinity and also to showcase to mankind that there is divinity. Satya Sai avatar, on the other hand, Swami says, takes it a step forward. Swami says, Satya Sai avatar came to this planet to show that not only does divinity exist, but divinity exists within every single man. Every single man and woman on earth, there is divinity. And the upcoming Prema Sai avatar, Swami says, will take it one notch higher. Prema Sai avatar will come to prove not only that divinity exists within everyone, but everyone is God. That is the purpose of these three avatars. Now, we have all had the blessing of knowing Swami's avatar. I have never had the good fortune of physical interaction with Swami. I have been listening to Chandrahas since 1996. Somehow Swami always used to avoid me. Somehow. All my family members got the opportunity to give, letters to Swami and, take bhajan namaskar, etc., etc. But somehow, wherever he used to sit, right from my childhood, Swami used to avoid. And that created that yearning within me. That I need to somehow catch hold of this Swami. I have to, what is it that is not pleasing Swami? Or is Swami trying to tell me something? Because I remember even in my second standard, I used to wake up at 2:30 in the morning and wait outside 𝗀𝗏𝗏 mandir because Swami used to come dot at 6:30. So just to get that first token, but I would invariably never get the first token. I would go somewhere back. Is it because and when I was a child, I used to believe, is it because Swami does not love me or I don't deserve it? If Swami loves, probably I don't deserve Swami's love. And that's why there is this physical separation. And this intensified after I came as a SEVA here at marathahalli samithi. And I remember I used to have a lot of conversations with uncle also during those times. Like, there was one speaker who said, when I went for SEVA at Prashant, so there's this saying, right, on it's like pouring oil onto the fire. So what that person said, poured oil onto the fire, because we went to SEVA and this person said, many people want some physical interaction with Swami, they always want to be close to Swami. But for me, I just had one desire. I just wanted one sparshan, one darshan and one sambhashan from Swami. And Swami gave that to me and I'm very happy. And I was distraught because I had not even got that one sparshan, sambhashan, darshan of Swami. What do I do? And then I came back. All I could do was channelize my energies in SEVA. But of course, this inner guidance was still happening. Now looking back at my life, what I realize is that this process of searching all over the world, just like the alchemist in Paulo Coelho's novel, I searched everywhere for Swami, and in that desperation I looked within. The blessing, the gift that I want to share with all of you is that you don't have to be desperate like me to look within. All you have to do is connect with Swami's love and just silence your mind a little bit, not too much. It's not necessary that you have to silence your mind for 1 hour to connect with Swami. Just a little bit silence and Swami will use that as an opportunity to guide us from within. In one of Swami's discourses, somewhere in the month of July 2010, Swami said, even if you silence your mind for 10 seconds, 11 seconds, I will manifest in front of you. This is the word that Swami, this is not a discourse given to seniors, sadhakas. This was a discourse given in World Youth Conference in the year 2010, July 28th, if I'm not wrong. Swami said, even if you silence your mind for 11 seconds, I will manifest in front of you. And I've experienced this several times. And I've also experienced the lack of Swami's presence when I don't feel that love. When I don't feel my mind is silent, I feel I'm not able to connect with the presence within me. Sisters and brothers, this Sadguru's presence is the most precious gift because it is the conscience. Swami says, first it is consciousness. Conscience acts as a bridge between conscious and consciousness. So if we want to reach consciousness, that is divinity, conscience or the Sadguru presence within will take us there. I would like to end my talk with another small meditation. Again, the meditations that I practice and I also share with others are not too long. Please close your eyes. Please ensure your back is erect. Once more, just relax. As you breathe in relaxing energy and exhale any tension, stress that you might be feeling. Breathe in Swami's love, which is always all around us. Inhale Swami's love and exhale Swami's love. Let us pray for Swami's presence within all of us to guide us. This guidance can be in the form of a voice, it can be in the form of a feeling, it can be in the form of a vision. Just gently pray to Swami and allow this guidance of Sadguru to flow through you. Open your eyes. Anyone would like to share how you felt? Okay. This is a simple practice that will enable us to feel the Sadguru presence. One of the sisters beautifully sang a bhajan today, Prema Sudha Rasa 𝗱𝗙. When the Sadguru presence, the light within is glowing bright, we My experience is that the Swami's love flows through us freely. And we will always be joyous.